Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss to you the continuation of client accounts from Module 5 of Legal Procedures. Here are the guidelines for content of this presentation. Now, let's proceed to how to handle difficult clients. Wherever possible, if the clients may become angry, irate, or frustrated for a number of reasons, perhaps they think their attorney is not available to talk to them as often as they would like, or they believe that the attorney is not taking care of their case because they are busy with another case. Your attorney is counting on you, so this is where your skills as a mediator come in. Answer client's question calmly and patiently. Next, explain why they were billed the way they were. After that, assure them that their case is indeed being handled professionally, or tell them why the attorney cannot speak with them at the present moment. If you do not know the answer to a question, tell them you will find out the answer and call them back, and make sure you just do that. If you build trust with your attorney's clients, they will be much easier to work with in the future. Once you have provided them with satisfactory explanations, these folks will relax and go about their business. Other clients are just difficult in general and are demanding by nature. You will have to learn to deal with all personality types without making matters worse. So stay simple or calm and try to give them what they need. In all cases, you should involve your attorney only when absolutely necessary and if you have exhausted all other options. These are the two last points to keep in mind. Number 1. In situations where specific legal advice is required, you should have your attorney contact the client rather than offer legal advice, no matter how much you actually know about the case, because only attorneys know every specific legal advice that the client were asking you. Number 2, if a client becomes violent or verbally abusive, you should end the communication immediately and, if necessary, contact the police. Dealing with visitors, you should treat all visitors to your office and callers you do not know with courtesy and accept them as you are with clients. Do not allow your personal problems to eliminate anyone that you should bring up what visit or thought about, then do your best to accommodate courtesy. The practice of law is like any other business. Any visitor will be potential clients, and if treated poorly, their business elsewhere. It doesn't matter if the visitor office is regarded for picking up the mail, and it will be treated with respect. And then, depending on the type of firm you work for, other attorneys like they represent may visit your office. In this case, you should accommodate their needs as you would any other visitors. When your office is hosting meetings, interrogatories, or business gatherings, you should plan ahead to provide meals. Many secretaries feel that handling refreshment duty is not in their job description. If this is how you feel, then you may want to find. Many secretaries feel that handling refreshment duty is not in their job description. If this is how you feel, then you may want to find another profession. Because of the long work hours and frequency of having to work through breakfast, lunch, and sometimes dinner as well, it is simply common courtesy to order takeout or pick up meals for everyone who is working through meals, including yourself. The bottom line is this: when outsiders visit your office, treat them with the same courtesy you would want if you were visiting their office. Let's proceed to phone etiquette. Do not underestimate the effect proper phone etiquette can have when communicating with others. Here are 7 incoming and 7 outgoing phone tips that will help you communicate efficiently when answering and receiving business calls. For incoming calls should be answered promptly. Of course, we should answer the telephone call promptly because some other clients are in hurry to ask questions regarding the cases and some are just impatient. Number 2, the phone should be answered consistently with a standard greeting. For example, you could say, "Flynn O'Donnell, this is Mary speaking, may I help you?" Or, "Jack Flynn's office, this is Mary, may I help you?" If the firm name is too long to state when answering the phone, which is often the case, simply state the name of the attorneys you work for and then your name and the word "may I help you?" The caller wants to be assured that they have reached the correct office with whom they are speaking. So be sure to do this at all times. Number 3 is avoid putting callers on hold unless absolutely necessary. If they are going to be waiting longer than a few minutes, tell them this and give them the option of waiting, calling back, or having your attorney call them back when he or she is free. While they are on hold, check back with them periodically and let them know what the status of the wait is. Number 4, always speak clearly, concisely, and with confidence. Number 5, speak at an appropriate voice volume, not too softly and not too loudly. Do not hold the mouthpiece too close to your mouth, and then doing this will muffle your voice. This is number 6. Number 7 is be polite and professional even if callers are rude. If they are abusive or angry, tell them that you will have someone call them back and then repeat their information back to them and hang up. For outgoing calls, allow the person their name and then provide them with your name and the attorney you work for. Number 2 is state your business concisely and speak in a clear, confident voice. Number 3, be sure of the name of the person you are trying to contact before making a call. Number 4 is if you call the wrong office or number, say so and apologize. Do not just hang up. Number 5, do not be rude. If you become upset for whatever reason, tell the other person you will call back later. Do not call back until you calm down. Number 6, when leaving a message, state your name, company, phone number, and reason for your call in a clear, normal tone of voice. Repeat your name and phone number slowly at the end of the call. Number 7, thank the person at the other end of the line when she or he has assisted you. Face-to-face etiquette. As trite as it may sound, a smile is worth 1,000 words of greeting. Greet all visitors with a smile, even if you are having a bad day. A handshake also is an appropriate greeting. In medium-sized and larger firms, the receptionist will offer visitors and clients a place to sit. If you do not have a receptionist or reception area, then it will be your task to offer them a place to sit comfortably while waiting. If your office provides a beverage refrigerator, you should show them where this is and also show them where the restrooms are. If they need a quiet place to talk on the phone while waiting, then you should provide this as well. And let visitors and clients know how long they will be waiting and show them where they may find you if they need anything. Also, remind your attorney that someone is waiting to see him. Dealing with people on a daily basis is a part of legal secretary's position. Common sense, a non-judgmental attitude, and good mediator skills help considerably when dealing with clients. Keep in mind that all visitors to your office will appreciate being treated with kindness, just as you would if you were visiting your office. You have to deal with a large variety of people throughout the day, including clerks, judges, other attorneys, secretaries, and etc. So be sure to maintain a polite attitude even when hurried or stressed. Build trust with your clients and others by answering their questions honestly and in a timely manner, and you will avoid creating situations wherein clients become angry or frustrated. Most importantly, keep your cool in hot situations and use your common sense. Now, let's proceed to basic organization guidelines. This job includes preparing the attorney for court appearances, meetings, and appointments. In addition to using the tools such as handheld devices, date planners, etc., the basics of staying organized will make your work much easier in the long run. If you have ever worked with a computer for any length of time, you know how easy it is for things to become disorganized. When you are creating dozens of documents a day, they can and will become tangled, confused mess on your computer if you do not take steps to keep things neat as you work. There are several excellent tips in this article that will assist you in getting and staying organized so that you are more efficient and prepared and thus become an invaluable aid to your attorney. Keeping your attorney prepared. To keep your boss prepared, you need to keep careful track of his or her court dates, appointments, cases, files, clients, and weekly agenda. You should prepare everything the day before when early morning or afternoon meetings or court appearances are scheduled. For late afternoon or early evening meetings, you may be able to prepare for these on the morning of the meeting. If you have kept careful and complete files as paperwork accumulated, and nearly everything your attorney needs will be in the client file. So if you have been saving filing for a special day, be sure all documents concerning upcoming meetings are completely up to date and everything is in the file. Depending on the attorney you work for, preparation task may be entirely up to you. The attorney may do some of or all of the preparations, asking you only for certain items as needed. If it's up to you to prepare necessary items for your attorney each day, the following preparations and standard rules apply. You should make a list of everything needed for any particular situation and get these items together in chronological order from first to last appointment and on their desk in the evening before leaving the office. Here are some typical preparations. First, be sure the file for each client your attorney will be working with that day is available and up to date. Second, provide 1 or 2 fresh legal pads, pens, or pencils for all situations. Third, gather any handwritten notes and include them with the file. Fourth, call any and all involved parties several days before any scheduled event to confirm their attendance. 5. Call any and all other parties involved, particularly in a client who needs to be in court the day before to remind them of the meeting time and place. 6. If your attorney carries a briefcase, make sure it is emptied of any previous files to make room for the files needed for the next day. 7. If the attorney does not use billing software, make the billing book available if it's not in her or in his office. Organizing your work or workspace. The large area under the desk works well for keeping this out of the way and easy to access in a hurry. Your attorney's desk may be a disaster, but you should keep the top of your own desk as clear as possible. Only keep the current day or several days paperwork in this area. If your attorney uses a recorder and tapes for document preparation, be sure to have three small hands. One bin should be set on one side of this. The second bin will hold finished tapes that are not yet ready to be erased. The third may be kept near the magnet eraser for holding cleaned tapes. Three larger paper bins should contain draft stage documents, completed documents, and incoming, to be viewed and later filed documents. In smaller offices, you will be charged with handling all incoming mail. All mail should be opened immediately, sorted, and stacked. Envelopes, returned slips, receipt slips, and any other attachments should be stapled to the back of the document and never thrown out. After a while, you will get a feel for what your attorney considers junk mail, and you should dispose of these items. Magazines, journals, and other pieces should be included with the daily mail. Most good secretaries will sort the mail by order of importance. This stack can go on your attorney's desk as soon as it is prepared, right in the bin. He or she will return what may be filed to you by the end of the day. If you have a cubicle or office to yourself, you will have more space with which to situate yourself, but the above points still apply. Below is a list of supplies that you should always have on hand to make your organization task easier. Number 1, standard paper clips. Small, medium-sized, and large cloth paper clips. Staplers and staples. New or empty accordion folders. Manila folders. A box or package of each printer paper, letterhead, and envelopes. 6 is pens and pencils, self-stick address labels, post-it notes, bins of various size, letter opener, stamps, return receipt cards and receipts, clean recorder tapes and recorder batteries, phone message pad, fax sheets, legal pads, and elastic bands. In organizing your computer efficiently, having knowledge of how to navigate the file system of your computer and the network it is associated with will help you tremendously when trying to organize files. For frequently used computer files, folders created on desktop offer fast access. Just do not create so many that your screen becomes overcluttered. As you create documents for each case, they can be saved within the folders. Be sure to back up files onto the server or on some other removable medium daily. Some offices will require you to create and store all documents on the server rather than the local drive, as they will automatically back up the entire office computer system every evening. The screenshot below shows an open main folder created on the local drive and several subfolders within for each current case. Within each subfolder, you may further create subfolders for large cases. For an instance, in the case subfolder for BB versus the volcano, you could create more folders such as letters, filings, motions, interrogatories, etc. This will assist you in finding what you need when you need it quickly and efficient. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening to our presentations about client accounts in legal procedures.